Oh, where you watch? Look where you watch. Know where you watch. Choose the right thing to watch. And this enough to watch. Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan, Facebook and YouTube. And that enough to watch. The movie star fly take off from Palpatine TV said that. Boom!
A big sound, a play a big tune.
Ja holy Emmanuel I woy. Ja Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I see, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know war, not every...
Blow, Mr. Gargan, blow. Blow till me dance up me toe.
This is Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan. Good, healthy food with the X Factor. So give it a like, share, subscribe, and touch up that notification bell. And that is it. Look at that.
Party money. Make them talk them where. Them people say talk them where. They don't have a house for themselves. So them live on capital land. And I shoot.
She is somebody that you cannot work with. You know, and I can tell you, and I'm happy that you give me the chance to say to Jamaica that Marisa Dalrymple is the worst disaster that have happened to South Trelawney. Not just since independence, maybe since of all times. There was never no storm. Think of all the storms that passed through South Trelawney.
Deliver me from my enemy, my God. Set me an eye from those who rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity. Save me from the bloodthirsty men. For behold, the lion wait for my soul. The mighty gather themselves together against me, not for my disobedience, not for my sin, Lord. I have done no wrong, yet they are ready to attack me. Rise up, behold, and help me. You, Lord God of armor, the God of Israel, rouse yourself to punish the nation. Show no mercy to the wicked, traitor sealer. They return at evening, howling like dogs, and prowl around the city. Behold, they spat with their mouth, so they are in their lips, for they say, Who art us? But you, Lord, laugh at them, you scruff of all the nation. O my strength, I wish for you, for God is my high tower. My God will go before me with his loving kindness. God will let me look at my enemy in triumph. Don't kill them, or my people may forget. Scatter them by their power, and bring them down, Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them be catched in their pride. For the curses and lie which they utter, consume them in wrath, consume them, and they will be no more. Let them know that God rules in Jacob to the ends of the earth. Selah. At evening let them return, let them howl like a dog, and go around the city. They shall wander up and down for food, and wait all night, if they ain't satisfied. But I will sing of your strength, yes, I will sing aloud of your loving kindness in the morning. For you have been my high tower, a refuge in the day of my distress. To you, my strength, I will sing praises, for God is my high tower, the God of my mercy. Selah. Up, up and running, up and gunning. Sticky Stucky Sweet TV, Keith Gargan. Cassava, passava, mind over matter, up and running. Well, right about now, we'll talk about some saga and botheration and all kind of ration are going in our Trelawney. We're going to see and hear some things that are going really. So first we'll talk about Paul Patmore. He was a JLP councillor and what's your name? Phil Dalrymple. Anyway, I don't know me at all, because sometimes that woman name so hard to pronounce sometimes. It's a shame. You know what I mean? So in the end of the day, this man was the counselor for 4 years, I think, under her, right, under her, what you call it now, stewardship, because she was the MP, he was just a counselor, but the man come and talks about them fight against her, fight against him, and do all kind of thing to stop him. And that's what I sure say that's how labor rights really stay, you know. They fight against all them one another. And it even happen now, but them a do it in a one secretly way. But what this brother come talk about this, and it really catch me ears, you know. I mean, some have to really show this shit, man, because you up now. It's such a disgrace, you know. To see this woman really how she behave. And from a look on her, you know, so she a warrior, her face, right? And then again, you know, a lot of things depend on her name, you know. Where this woman do, you know, a lot of things depend on her name, to be truthful. But stealing of people, property, all them things. Because she's a lawyer and them know what to do. But she's there so long, 17 years. And when this brother say, and then again, you know, what him say is one thing, but when you see the road them down the sun, thing like that. And as me say other day when she come out and Andrew bring her back in the game, you know, say it wrong, you know, because she under rascal investigation. She did the court, and that will never happen. But that's how labor right operate. And that's why I say them kingdom will fall, no matter how them spin it and try to spin it. Because this brother come and open up. And then again, when we know say this brother attack is truth again, them come out and bust in all these people from Montego Bay, Mandeville, that's something all the while and make it full up because nobody now come out here. They just bring the crowd come and think them can manipulate people and fool people. Right, and that them try to do. Fool people, you know. When they might fool themselves, because that themselves might fool. Then you have Orius Chang come up there with film crew, all the way from Montego Bay. They have Manor Yard. If you got blood class, sit down in a rocking chair now. Them still are grown. Yeah, I'm tell you something, these people is something. But if you just say, oh, labor right, you know, not every labor right, you know, because at the end of the day, you have good labor right. But some of these people, you know, matter, they're not on the road, you know, and them still come out. But then again, you know, pay them get paid to come out. Because the man going to explain to you, say, come see the crowd, and we can make an assumption of it anyway and say, this is the way Andrew is going to use and talk about these people choice. Which people choice? A handful of people. And them so barefaced and fool. Till them fool and they just get catch out all the while. But this man going to spill the beans. And who's to only a fool like some diety labor right, you know, and believe something else. Because you can't tell them nothing. But this man come and talk something, you know. And when I talk, one of the time I never really agree with that. But you see, because I think say, well then, when you win, it's supposed to be for everybody. But if you go have these people and still try to hold out, what I'm saying about fixing the road and some people not going to get road, I do wrong him a bit. Make them stay there and make Dalrymple Philibert, which you want to name, look after them. Because all them get is chicken feeding. All them get is chicken feeding, you know. And believe you me, these people, sometimes you look on them, and that's how I know the labor right is really done, you know. And when I say labor right people, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. When I say labor right, I mean all labor right, you know. We are talking about these type of one where really will bow. Because you have good labor right now, go really come really make a little money. I want to say little money, chicken feed money, patty money. Make them talk them way. Them people say talk them way there. They don't have a house to themselves. So them live on capital land. And that's truth. Them, you know, see, these people, these stand labor right now do them things there. Because me say, I'm a target all the while. I know a lot of labor right friends. No, we know some of them who is not friends, but you know them, so them are labor right. And them play, but them not deal with fuckery. When them wrong, them wrong. When them for the government wrong, them know say them wrong. Them not come say, well then, oh, the government wrong and you go talk about it and them go rascal defend the wrong. No. So you gonna find that with the artists them, and at them me talk about right now. So them fool, them dunce, them just big blood clot, they have a mind of them own. And at them I sing Jamaica more and more. Because if we did unite and I say one, I sing another one and him sheep, in what you call it, him. So go to the same him sheet, walking on the same umbrella. Yeah man, Jamaica no better. This government could never go out and operate like this and think them take people for fool. Because what you see and what you hear is where you get all the wrong what them do. Them look like them can't all them take people for idiot. Look what happened the other day. The new road that them build a center bus fucking break away like a shell. Right? Like a shell, I can't believe it, Cheapness with them pocket. You see these people. So, and the first thing that happened, the road dig up already, where people show it. So, who are going to fix about that? And then people now, but anyway, we see where center bands are going to really turn. But anyway, this brother here come, Paul Patmore, and him do him one little thing, and just spread the word, and the amount of PMP will come out. And that's why I mean, say this is real, people. You don't take a dunce to know that. That's why you know that this is real. These are people come out. We live in the area. This crowd and it's more than the crowd where JLP bussing. Yeah, I tell you. That's why I see them people that don't understand. And them vex and they want to interrupt. Anyway, them go there and make trouble, these labor rights, they fucking me tell you something. But yeah, what now? It's a good change sooner than later. So we just want to hear what this brother has say with this woman here. Dalrymple poor, what you want to name. Just imagine somebody name that and him call her Dalrymple poor, come in at the yard. A fucking name like that. Should be in blood clot, because that name the really sound away. Well, anyway, let's get into where Paul Patmore say. On the partner space, Andrew Stephen. Yeah, man. So here goes. Boom.
Paul Patmore, what the lady said that nobody tell her to resign. And what are the people of South Trelawney's sentiments?
If when you look at the amount of persons that came out on both occasions where she arranged demonstration, the first demonstration was around 50 persons. The second one, she have 23 persons with placards, all written with the same handwriting. It was only 10 placards with 23 persons. So we have a voter list of 25,000 voters in South Trelawney. And the Prime Minister said that she was requested by overwhelming support, and I can tell you, they could hardly find 50 persons to come and demonstrate that day. Yeah, man. But it continues to be a sad day in South Trelawney. If I don't know who I wouldn't question her. I would question those persons who asked her not to resign. Those persons on the other side that she's talking about. I would question
the opposition. She said that if the members of the opposition ask her why she resigned.
Yeah, man. Those are the person that I would really question. I would question their ability to judge.
So what are the sentiments of the people of Southern Trelawney towards Marisa Dalrymple?
In Southern Trelawney, Andre, the people of Southern Trelawney do not want Marisa Dalrymple to represent them anymore. When you look at the crowd that she had there yesterday, there were persons mainly from North Trelawney, North East Manchester. Some of them follow Harris Chang and come up from St. James. Some was over from St. Anne. I stand at my office at one time, they were passing. A majority of the persons, they never know me, and I don't know them. And I can tell you, I spent all my life in South Trelawney. I was once on the JLP team. So
yes, I remember those days.
Yes, so, and how are you? You was so active in that politics and in that team that I would almost know everybody. Most of the voters, I would know them. And I couldn't make out most of the persons that were on that campaign yesterday.
So what caused Paul Patmore to leave the Jamaica Labour Party?
I would say Marisa Dalrymple was the cause. She is somebody that you cannot work with. You know, and I can tell you, and I'm happy that you give me the chance to say to Jamaica that Marisa Dalrymple is the worst disaster that have happened to South Trelawney. Not just since independence, maybe since of all times. There was never no storm. Think of all the storms that passed through South Trelawney. So I was born in the 70s, so we know about Hurricane Gilbert. Hurricane Gilbert came and did not destroy South Trelawney like what Marisa Dalrymple have done.
My God.
It came and saw us with a dam over in Greentown, where water in the 80s, we have water running on the main road, pipe water, so people would have standpipe. And Hurricane Gilbert come and never destroy that. We have Hurricane Ivan. Yeah, man. And she have destroyed all of those things. Not the division of Larma's division right now. We don't have not even 1 ounce of treatable drinking water. Not
really?
even 1 ounce. Not even 1 ounce. The entire division. Not even 1 ounce of drinking water. Treated drinking water in that division.
People in that division don't have any water?
For the past, since when I was a councillor, at the Larmas, we used to have around 1% of the division used to have treated drinking water. That was the Larmas dam. There's a dam up by Larmas. Served just a small amount of persons, maybe less than 5% of the division was served by that dam. Yes, but we haven't had. But I was a councillor under Marisa Dalrymple as member of parliament, and you can just imagine, the fight. Yeah, you can just imagine the fight, Andre, that I received from that woman. I stand up and prove how strong, and it was only I would say the help of God that keep my business up and running up to today. That lady tried to destroy my business left, right, and center when I decided that I will not be supporting the Jamaica Labour Party. And not just my business, almost everybody, as long as they are not supporting her party. She tried everything to destroy that business. And it was just because...
Give me some solid examples how she tried to destroy.
No, man, even you have persons, I would have bodies, because as you know, I operate a funeral home. I operate a funeral home, so I will have persons that call me to pick up their bodies. So they might be in a little need. And they might go to their member of parliament for assistance. And she would say to them, if it's Patmore have a body, I cannot give you that you cannot get that grant from the government. You cannot get that NIS grant. You cannot get any of the grants. I have nothing to do with Patmore. You have to move the body from Patmore and come over to Bells. That's a funeral home, maybe where she have partnership in.
What?
And she tried that with me for a year.
She have partnership with funeral home business.
Yeah, man. Yes. Yes. her security guard, or what you refer to as a bodyguard, started a funeral service. And she decided that everybody in South Trelawney must go to that funeral home. And she tried every single way. I have even instances where people pay me for bodies, you know. And she will tell them, because she's trying to get down my business now. They will say, I will give you that, but I will give you the money to go and give back Patmore. That, like, they pay me 200,000.
Yes.
So you know that Patmore would maybe charge maybe 100,000 for you to get back the body. He say, I will give you that to give back Patmore, just to get the body. It's been a rough ride.
Funeral contract through the government to another funeral home.
Yes, they just want to take the body. It was the only thing that saved me. I am the government contractor, so even during the JLP time, because as you know, there's not many funeral homes. Even though you look on, you will hear about 200 and odd funeral home in Jamaica. It's not a large amount of us that pay our dues and pay our taxes and that can really, when it come around for a contract time, you can really go out there and apply for a contract. Not many of us. So that's why in Jamaica now you only have around 11 contractors, even though it's a contract that everybody would want. And she's the one that questioned that contract every month. But Patmore is so qualified that even as anti-JLP as I am, they have to just watch me go through, you know. Yeah, man. So I go through a lot of fights. Every single thing that Patmore try. I promote music. I promote events. And she put up every single fight that you can think of. Every single fight. Really? Yeah, man. So and try to do yeah, man. Everything. As long as you have anything to do with Patmore. Anything to do with Patmore. If even I have family members that I pick up their body, and she would have persons or workers would be calling my cousin to say, I needed to move a body from Patmore because we want to, the MP want to help you with some funds. Even though the funeral home that they are sending the body to, you know, is 200,000 dearer than Patmore's, you know. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna give them a 50,000 discount. So Mama D get the body and they give you a 50,000 discount. But at the same time, their package is 200,000 dearer than Patmore's. So they end up losing $150,000. But you can imagine how some people feel when they say, the mama go help you. Mama, they go help you. That's why Patmore funeral, Paul Patmore now, is saying to people, I want to put you in a position where you don't need an MP or a councillor to bury your dead. I want to bring out the people at South Trelawney where they have that pride. When they have a dead, we know boy, they must come together as a family and bury their dead. You don't need no MP or no councillor to step in and bury your dead. You should be embarrassed if you said your MP and your councillor must bury dead for you. This MP keeps the people in a position where if they're sick, they must call her. She will never try to even help these people to start a little business. What she will do is to keep them in a position that as anytime you want something, you can always check me for it. Come check mama, man. So you want a 10,000, come check mama.
That's why she have the big black book where she write down them name in her.
Yeah, man. Yes. So if you never vote for the Jamaica Labour Party, you cannot get no assistance. Period.
My God.
And if you know Patmore, because remember I say I was a part of the JLP at one time. So if you even talk to Patmore, you're in our bad book. Yeah, man. But so that's that part. So, but I must tell you.
So that means that if anybody say, so for instance, a JLP supporter or somebody who has been sympathetic to over the years to the JLP walk in your office and want a fair foot soldier seat, that person in problem with her.
Yes, yeah, man, it can't happen. It can't happen. That's the type of person she is. It just can't happen. Yeah, man, but the sad thing,
You said the people don't have any water. You said that she sabotaged your funeral business and other business that you're aligned to in Southern Trelawney.
yes.
What else is she doing? What else is this affectionate Mama D doing down there to the people?
Mama D have done nothing at all in her 17 years. I was counselor for 4 years. And every day I said to Mama, show me, let's compare what we have done. Paul Patmore can show that the Highgate Basic School was built by Paul Patmore. The water supply, the big water supply in Lower Square now, called Paul Patmore Water Supply, built by Paul Patmore. We have roads that were built by Paul Patmore. And we are saying to Mama D, show me what you have done in 17 years. Even just yesterday, the only thing that she could talk on the stage that she have done is that she did 2 Heart School. Not buildings, but 2 Heart School. That's what almost so many companies just start a little heart program in the community center. So for somebody to come up and after 17 years, the only thing you can show that you do, you start a heart program down by Alps. So there was a school, Alps All Age, and under her watch, the school closed down and they start a heart program down at Alps. In Albertown, we used to have a community center. They take away the community center completely. So if you want to have a meeting like the PNP want to have a meeting, we don't have nowhere to use. She take away the community center and they start a heart program there. We have quite a few amount of students graduate, quite a few of them get jobs done by Montego Bay or Ocheres. But that's the only thing that Mama D after 17 years can have to show. The only thing that she's good at is to show that she's the best person in distribution of scarce benefits and spoils. All of what she work, all of the money where she get for run South Trelawney, gone in a toilet.
You mean by she gone in a toilet?
Try to give people to eat. And just food. So she give a man check her, you get a 5,000 here and a 10,000 there. All our foot soldiers, so she know he's one of those persons, the first person. And maybe at that time you was around the JLP. So the JLP are one of the first team I talk about numbers. So she know her numbers and she know how much person she need to win. All she do is make sure that she keep them, she have her numbers and she keep them, give them like a 5,000 and like a 10,000.
So she knows that she needs 7,000 people. So
Yeah,
that
man.
7,000 people there is
Man, you just have them in your book and you just try and maintain. Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, man, and that's her tactic. And that's why she's so uncomfortable now. Because persons like me, would I know, then realize now I got to use their own game to beat them.
That was what I was going to say to you, Mr. Patmore.
Yes.
You sat at her feet and you know her politics.
Yeah.
So tell me about this Patmore Square that you built.
No, man, that square was where I grew up in that community. So born and raised in Olive River. But at one time my mother right in Lower Square there, my mother rented a room, same place in the square. So that square is where we used to play. That's my foot in the road. That's where we used to play football. But we always have a spring above. We're lucky to find a spring above the community, some 3,000 feet above the community. So the spring was always there. The MP was told about it. They said you need $40 million to set up a proper water project, to take the water from up the hill, come down to the square. Yes. And as you know, you have a necktie man who would come. The water is on the hill, and they would call somebody from Kingston, where they call consultant, and he would come in his necktie and his book and say, yes, if the water is on the hill, it can run down the hill. And so that's a $4 million for them to tell them that. That's if the water is on the hill, it can run down the hill. So you see, so the money starts spending right away. So it was a $40 million project to take the water to the people.
So did the people have the people gotten the water?
No, man. Here how it happen now. Paul Patmore used less than 300,000, just around less than 200,000 to buy some domestic pipes. 3,000 domestic pipes. Go up the spring, set up a little dam up there, and pipe the water down to the people in the square there.
Wait, Paul Patmore.
Less than $200,000.
They use less than $200,000
Yeah.
to buy some pipe. That's what you said?
Yes, yes.
And pipe the water on top of the hill and carry down to the people.
Yeah, man. Just gravity feed it down. And presently we have it connected to over some 50 houses that serve like almost 150 persons in that community. We have 30 trucks that come there and collect water on a daily basis. Those persons, so we have like a water shop right there, free water. So all the houses in Lurva, including my funeral home, collect water, get water free, pipe water. And the pressure of that water, if you don't put on something to cut the pressure of the water, it damage the pipe.
So and this is not government resources. You use your own resources.
No, man, like we use our own resources. It was when I was councillor now, we get some funding and we improve that project. Put in some big tanks, some 2,000 gallon tanks. So right there we have 2,000 gallon tanks. So it's always full. So if a truck, sometimes you have all 5 trucks waiting. So some of them will just pump the water outside, out of those tanks.
So
yeah, man, but it's a major
lily of the valley.
Yeah, man.
You are the bright and morning star in South Trelawney, giving the people the basic resources that they were told they would have gotten 17 years ago.
Yes. Yeah, man. So that square where the water is, we call it Patmore Water Square. Yeah, man. And we have, as we said, we have persons from over in North Trelawney. So trucks from over in Northeast Manchester come over and buy water. We are talking about Manor Yard constituency.
Manor Yard constituency buy water from your area?
Yeah, man. If you come over there, because they don't buy it, they get it free. Because we set it up that it's free water. Free water. You don't buy it. The truck doesn't come out. You
still give the labor right them the water, Paul Patmore?
Yeah, man. The people in from Manor Yard constituency, that's where they come for water on a daily basis. Yeah, man. And that project couldn't even go reach further. That's why I'm telling the people of South Trelawney, let's get rid of Dalrymple like right now. We can't wait. Because we need to improve that water supply. The people ask her, say, hey, why you don't try and improve the water supply that Patmore start down there? But because they call it Patmore water supply, it will give Patmore too much. Yes.
Now go get the...
Yes, because it's already Patmore water supply.
You're going to call it Marisa Square.
Marisa Square, yeah, man. So she don't want to help with that. But the water that we have there can supply the entire Larmas division. The entire Larmas division.
So how many divisions are in the constituency?
Can you repeat that? I don't hear you.
How many divisions are in the constituency?
It's 4 divisions. 4 divisions. And all divisions are all four of them.
Are controlled by the Labour Party at this time.
All 4 of them controlled by it. It was the Larmas division, the only time it was ever won by different from the JLPs when I won it as an independent councillor. I won with 65% of the vote. The PNP got 5% and the JLP get 30%.
So why you never go back for your council seat?
You know, it was at that time I was receiving $108,000 per month for salary. My pay as a councillor was $108,000. Every single day, every single month, what I check, I give away at least $250,000. Just people just ask you for something. beg you something for send them picnic go to school, little doctor bill here and there. I give away at least 250,000 every single.
So you were running in a deficit.
Yes, I was running a deficit. And I must tell you though, what are the main concern? Because I could live with that because I always been given. The South Trelawney politics is a rough politics. Nobody in Jamaica know that in the last person that ran, put up herself, before Mr. Gillins, put up herself to run for MP in South Trelawney. She was found burned in her vehicle. A lady named Christine Hewitt. Christine Hewitt. Yeah, man. She was one of those persons that was going up against Marisa Dalrymple, and she was burned. A few years before that, Brasco Lee was also shot in South Trelawney. A councillor, a JLP councillor, Mr. Steve Warren, vehicle was shot up many times in the Limehouse division. He was a councillor for Limehouse division.
People, what are you waiting for? Like and subscribe to the Sticky Stocky Sweet TV channel. Keith Gargan, up and running. Subscribe, like and share. What do you waiting for? It's not gonna cost you a cent. Just from your heart. Yeah.
Scarra, come on the bridge with me, the politics.
So you are bringing up these history, Mr. You're bringing up these history. So what are you suggesting?
Yeah, so that's one of the things that my parents was a little concerned. My family was a little concerned and feel like it wasn't safe and asked me to leave the battleground because I was starting to feel the tension. I was starting to feel tension in South Trelawney. And that's why I decided to call it quit. So.
Oh, so that is why at the time that you say now go do back no more politics.
Yeah, man. I was done with politics completely. I was finished with it. I just decided say I'm gonna leave it alone, and yeah, because I was getting too much pride. Yeah, you know, I was over in Northeast Manchester helping the PNP over in Northeast Manchester, and during the election, it was in that election that I think the politics bug bite me. You know, I just start to enjoy again.
Wait. Are you saying that you were instrumental in the recent local government election in turning several of those divisions in LlThis seat into orange?
Yes, most definitely. I was one of the organizers.
You were instrumental in turning Christiana orange?
Yes. I was, yes. And every Labourite know that.
So
they were extremely mad. The Labourite was extremely mad when they see that. Yeah, man. Yes, and I start to enjoy it again. When I was there, just to watch the people come and the level of respect that they were giving me. And on election day, I was acting as a cluster manager at the Christiana Moore events. And I see people come to vote for Labour, right? And when they realize, because Mr. Patmore was standing there, then just leave. Then just, yeah, man, then just can't disrespect Mr. Patmore. I cannot vote against something that Mr. Patmore said. And it made me feel good.
Mr. Patmore!
Yes. Yeah, man. It just make me feel good. And it was at that time, Andre, that I really I really felt the love. I feel that people really, I have something to offer. At that time, I felt like I have something to offer.
So
Yeah,
that no, that so your skin starch itch you.
yeah, man.
And you
Yeah,
say,
man.
no, man, me have to go back to the love. Me have to
Yes,
go
yeah.
back to the love.
Yeah, man. So
So when did you decide to
I think
return to Southern Trelawney?
I think it was was around maybe around 2 days after election, you know. After the parish council election, when I realized why did I run left South Trelawney and allow this lady to dominate and destroy South Trelawney the way she have done? Because I'm always out there complaining but not contributing. Because as long as I stay away from the political system, I'm one of the only persons that the people believe that can make a difference. The JLP know that. Marisa Dalrymple know that. Aris Cham know that.
So
Andrew
you're
Woods know
saying,
that. Everybody know that.
I know because remember we are come back from when we can't talk everything
Yes.
on here, but me know the kind of damage you're capable. You know, remember, man,
Yes.
when
Yeah, man.
she did a support a particular man and
Yes.
you know, remember all
I'm sure them. Yeah, man. I'm sure them say a people power, you know.
Jamaica, I'm gonna say this to you. I remember, if I saw, correct me, Paul.
Yeah.
But I remember when Audley was running against Andrew.
Yes.
And she was very adamant. Say the whole of South Trelawney I go with Audley. And this man, this man you see on the screen, Jamaica, know the damage him doing at South Trelawney for Master 28 then, but and everything good for talk. So you say you come back now and you plan to do a serious damage. Jamaica, look on it. He has not nominated. And yesterday is what you plan. Paul, why you did that yesterday? What are you to keep?
No, man, because I know that I just wanted to show Jamaica that PNP is alive and well in Southern Trelawney. All I wanted to do was to hold my people together. I know they say when they see the labor right, they might run up and down on the road, then we feel jealous. So I say, all right, I go up at the end of the constituency, way up in Alarmas division, I'm a business place, right now my square. You know, just come. Me just call them and say, no, come, we are going to stay here, so play some music for the day. And I tell you, so the people them come out in numbers. Because we know Dalrymple style. All she go do a drive round and she go come up on my place, come pass and a flash her finger. You know? So we just kind of know our style. We know the bullyism and all of those things. And it was good that we do it. Because she get the message. She realized that when she come up and see the amount of people, and then they end up block the road because they come up with around 50 vehicles. And it's not a big square. So if Patmore have 100 vehicles up there and they come up with 50, you're going to have a jam. So you have persons where there might be people in taxi, maybe for around an hour and a half. One lady called me this morning that she was in a taxi for an hour and a half and couldn't pass. I mean, I tell her, I said, call your candidate. She's the person, even though the police instruct them not to come up to Larimer's division because Paul Patmore get permission to stay in that square from 10 to 5. She still decided because I hear that they say they want to come look at Patmore though. And because, you know, say she go and come show the people them say, boy, she have big crowd. So when she come now and book up on that crowd now and it tore the square small, they couldn't even turn back. You know, so when you look and you see Audley Shaw sitting in a car, you see Harris Chang, you see the people them from St. James, and everybody start quarreling. Yeah, man, but we are here. Yeah, man. So it's one of the biggest, is the first time since in the 70s that the JLP is on the back foot in Southern Trelawney. First time. They are now saying that me do it at Larimas because Larimas is my stronghold. The Larimas division have been the JLP stronghold from in the 70s. That's the division that they depend on. So now we come and we hold on to Larimas division tight, and they just turn idiot. Yeah, man. So yeah, I know that Marisa never want to run. I know that she never want to run. She was forced, and then beg her, and she just take the pill. And I can tell you that whenever the general election is called, Paul Patmore will be the next member of parliament for South Chilani. Yeah, man, when you look on the condition of the roads, Andre, the road is the road from Lina Parish to Albert Town. It was fixed in 2020.
Yes.
It's one of those. I'm calling for some lawyers now to sit down with me and tell me how we're gonna do this. But I'll be taking the government to court, or I'll be calling for an audit on that piece of road, because that piece of road is, we want to ask, because NWA oversee the road. In 1 year, the road mash up completely in 1 year. So the question that I want to ask, did you get money to fix the road from Highgate Hall to Allside? But because it was an election year, you stretch it out and bring it to Albert Town. And because of that, it compromised. So instead of using 3-inch of Barber Green, we were able to only use maybe 1 inch. So as soon as the heavy trucks, the trucks with the 50 ton a mile and 50 ton a ton drive on it, you just crack it up. The road was not resurfaced. They carried the Barber Green and they spread it out on the old tar that was there. They never dig it up and redo the road. But NWA oversee the road. So we cannot blame Marisa Dalrymple for that, you know. We have to blame the NWA. That's the agency that was set to oversee the work. And they give it a passing grade, and in space of 1 year. In space of 1 year, they never control no water because they stretch out the money because it was elections. They never get to put in on drain. So all of the drain money used to buy Barber Green and cover off, it fool the people and so they fix the road. I can tell you, it's the worst road in Jamaica right now. There's no road. I see you showing some roads.
Yes.
And down in St. Elizabeth. That's like carpet to what we have in South Chilani. That's like carpet. You want to take a ride, ask Harris Chang about the road of South Chilani. I hear the Prime Minister said so South Chilani wasn't short of anything. I said to the Honorable Andrew Holness, ask Harris Chang, show you a patrol that he have patched in the 1 year that he was in charge of the money. So they say he was getting the funds. Does Harris Chang, can you show us a patrol that you patch? Show us a road that you weed. It was when I start to complain just this last month.
Yes.
They come and they weed because we start to ask about what they do with the funds. So around by line of parish, they weed around 2 chains. They skip out and they go down to Lower and then weed a chain. They skip and then go up to wait a bit and weed around 5 chains. And from my experience in politics, those are to take pictures. So you take pictures of different communities now. And then you send in the work program, so you clean up South Chilani. But we are going around now. Yeah, man, they are just lying to the people. So that's why we want to have them to have an audit.
The roads down there are very bad.
Yeah, man. Very, very bad. We used to have dam, as I mentioned before, where persons used to have running water in their house, in communities like Litchfield, Woodgrove, wait a bit, persons used to have water in the house. A child that was born 30 years ago will tell you that when I was born, I used to have running water. It's the only constituency in Jamaica we go backward, you know. Like in the community you were born, you will remember that you never used to have running water in your house, but you have running water in your house now. The people in Litchfield, they will remember that 30 years ago we used to have running water in our house, but we don't have any now. The only constituency in Jamaica that go backward. None of that.
I think you have to let me come tour the constituency with you
Yeah,
one of
man,
these days.
most definitely, and I'm gonna start taking some pictures and send them into you. South Trelawney is the only constituency that don't have a working fire hydrant. You know. We don't have a fire station, even though we have been promised a fire station by Marisa Dalrymple for the past 15 years. And they find the site, and every time an election comes, they change the picture. So they put up a beautiful picture of what the fire station will be looking like down by Ulster Spring. And every time an election coming up, they change the picture and give you a new picture, a new photo, looking fresh and nice. And then they start the campaign again on that fire station. The only constituency in Jamaica that don't have a working fire hydrant.
I hear that you not even have a ATM machine. Anything goes so?
No, we don't. We are not so lucky. We are not so lucky in South Trelawney. We are not so lucky.
ATM machine?
No, man. Persons have to leave from Albert Town to go to Christiana to use the ATM machine. They have some, when if you go to Christiana and the line too long, they have to end up in Mandeville.
Wow.
Or if you're down by Clark's Ulster Spring, you can head down into Falmouth. Yeah, man, is the most backward constituency in Jamaica right now. And that's why I'm really sad. I was born and raised in South Trelawney. And when I see those 23 persons go out and hold up a placard, say, "We want Mama D," I was extremely embarrassed. And I can tell you, as a justice of the peace, that first one that they had, 3 justices of the peace was also there holding up plaques, say, "We want Mama D." 3 justices of Jamaica, South Trelawney Justice of the Peace was in that demonstration. And that's why I realized that there's some sad day. We are having some sad days in South Trelawney. And that's why I wonder why some of these banks, when they get recommendation from some of these Justice of the Peace, some of the time they turn them down. Why the FLA cannot accept letters, recommendation from some of these Justice of the Peace, because their judgment is wrong. Wow. Because if a Justice of the Peace can stand up and honestly say, "We want Mama D, Mama D is the best thing for South Trelawney," I have to question your judgment as a Justice of the Peace. I really have to question your judgment. Because you are here, you're around somebody for 17 years. And we, the citizens, see something and know the type of person that person is.
Yes.
That's somebody who do no work but collect, because she get a salary as member of parliament every single month. And they have nothing to show for it. You don't have nothing to show for it. So show me what you have done for the salary that you have been receiving for the past 17 years. Show it to us. So if a Justice of the Peace come and tell me, say, "This is a good worker," I cannot trust you. I will say to any one of them, if you say Marisa Dalrymple is a good worker, and the work that she have been doing, she deserves the salary that she is getting, I cannot trust you. I cannot trust your judgment.
So
you are my colleague, but I cannot trust your judgment.
You're arguing, therefore, that those 3 Justices of the Peace should be recalled.
No, maybe not recalling, because sometimes you just make some bad judgment. But what we need, that's why we need to continue to invite them to training and tell them, just kind of refresh them. I know that some of them might be aging as well, and just like Marisa, I just cannot not remembering things, because I think some of them are even the same age group, and they might not be able to remember things. Like how she can remember that she had a car. You know, so I know we have a memory problem. We have a memory problem in South. I don't know if it's because if it's the water, the lack of water or something, but something is just wrong. Something is just not right. But when I look, my community that I was born in, a garbage truck I've never driven in that community. Never. We have some of the worst roads. We don't have no water. And when I look and see people put on their green shirts and decide that we have to go follow back a Mama D. This is them people are crazy.
She has selective memory of declaring
Yeah,
the
man.
men.
Come on. Yeah, man. These people remember what they want to remember. They never remember that they have a constituency named South Trelawney. I can't tell you, so for this last term, that's why I sympathize with her. I believe her. When she says she never remember that she have a Benz, I believe her. I really believe her. Because she never, I see how she operates in South Trelawney. I realize that she never remember that she's a member of parliament for South Trelawney. She never remember. Yeah, man. So due to her, how I see she operate. So every now and then, so she never remember that she have family. So she start to call the people at South Trelawney our family now. I hear her, but she just remember say we are family. She just remember like it just hit her just the other day when they tell her say we want Mama D if you come run back. She start to talk say yes we are family and we fight a lot, but as soon as election time come, we come back together and we vote. Yeah, man, but if we don't, is it worse? I'll always say it. Marisa Dalrymple is the worst thing that have ever happened to Southern Trelawney. I don't know what our grandparents have done.
But wasn't she the one who recruited you to the politics?
No. I was introduced to the JLP by Devon McDaniel. That's the young man who wanted to run against her. I was a PNP. I was PNP.
Oh, so you did have a history of being PNP before you ran on the Labour Party.
I was always PNP, and at that time I was a businessman operating my funeral home. So Devon McDaniel now was a member of parliament for South Trelawney at the time. But I was doing a whole lot of work, community service. I was doing signs. I was helping with building basic school. Nothing to do with politics. I received the Governor General Award and those things. So in those, so Devon McDaniel approached me when he was planning to leave South Trelawney and said, Mr. Patmore, I think you are the right person for South Trelawney. And I think about it, I mentioned it to my wife. But when I married, my wife was a Labourite. I was a PNP. Oh. So we always enjoy that thing. So when election time comes, we enjoy and see it as a sport. So when she hears said Devon,
I was a Labourite and you were a PNP.
Yes. Me take her up as a Labourite, and we never tried to change her. She started with she was a Baptist. She used to go Presbyterian, and I was a Moravian. Me get her to change to Moravian, but we couldn't get her to change to PNP. Yeah, man, so she was kind of happy. And so sometimes if your wife all right with something, it kind of flow a little easier. So she hearing now that
the political status of your wife now?
No, and she's PNP. She just see me as a leader of the house. So
she's working with the PNP regime now?
Yeah, man. Yes, she is. And I think is more the treatment that the JLP have done. She see what the JLP have done to me. I think that's what changed her. Not necessarily just she find out the true colors of the JLP. That is more than just green. There's a deeper color about the JLP that
Mucky water name.
Yeah, man.
Crocodile water.
Yes.
Black River water. The Safari water. And that we're talking about.
Yeah, man. So it was at that time Devon McDaniel introduced me to the JLP. And yes, so Devon McDaniel is a person. But so when he was leaving now, so he started to take me around and introducing me to the people. I was a young man. I think I was in my 20s. So one day, Aris Chang just turned up at my office and said, Mr. Patmore, there's no vacancy. Just like that. Even though the people wanted Paul Patmore, because the vibes where you see me I get now, I've been getting this vibes for the past 30 years. But people are saying, Paul Patmore. So whether be there run for NDM, anything at all, because they know that I'm a people person. I put the people first. Yeah, man, because
So
I do business.
Election 9, general election 2025.
Yes.
South Trelawney will be going to the People's National Party.
I have no doubt about it. And all the JLP polls that they have done is showing that. All polls that JLP have done, because I hear from inside, all the polls, they do a poll with Devon McDaniel and Paul Patmore, Marisa Dalrymple and Paul Patmore. Devon McDaniel was the furthest behind. Marisa was closer to Paul Patmore. But they believe, they asked her to come back because they believe that if she come in and do some work, she might catch up at Patmore. But they never realized that Patmore have no intention of stopping. So yes, I'm way ahead of Marisa Dalrymple right now, and I don't intend to stop for her to come and catch me up. So that's why when they put her on the road nomination day, she feel like she just gonna have a little joy ride where she just drive around and you know, so the PNP would be nowhere to be seen. Come on, we come out with the people. We are not contesting the election.
Can you show the video of the people yesterday in Trelawney? This is all the work of Paul Patmore.
Yeah, and not just Paul, but we have some strong work. I have a team down there. I have my councillors. We have an indoor agent, outdoor agent. We are ready for our election. You know? Yeah, man. The PNP in South Trelawney is ready for our election.
What is this here? The PNP now takes South Trelawney. The corporate leaders here. The general secretary is here. Gabby is here. The DNA. Want to see the head already? Want to see the Rastaman already?
Yeah, man, and I must tell you that those persons come to spend time with Paul Patmore. They did not know that Damien Crawford was coming. If the people of South Trelawney have a little love for Damien Crawford, if the young people didn't know that Damien Crawford had come out, I can tell you maybe it will be 2 times that amount of people. They never know that the party leader was coming. Because when the party leader called and tell me that he was coming, we do an ad same time, but the rain start to fall, so we never get to drive out. We couldn't put the speaker on the car top to go and announce it. And we have rain until 10 o'clock the morning. Yesterday morning, rain was still falling. So a lot of persons never get a chance to come out. That to show how strong the base of the PNP is in South Trelawney. We were having rain until 10 o'clock. We have rain in South Trelawney. So persons never get a chance to come out. All the speakers that came, because they were coming from other part of the island. I just their security come. We never have to bus carrying anybody from outside.
Oh, listen.
We never have to bus anybody.
You never have to bus in anybody.
No,
listen to Dayton Campbell tonight, Jamaica. Producer, play what Dayton Campbell said for me now.
When I was coming up here, let's see how we from bus and go back on the highway. Because them can't Warmington people come down here. They carry us, strong people come down here. They carry hardly strong people come down here. But when we reach over here, so realize that this is a true crowd from South Trelawney and supporting the Red Carpet. I hear the Prime Minister, big up yourself. I hear the Prime Minister talking about PNP-ism. And how him not allow PNP-ism and this and that. When I was growing up in Central, we have a thing called niggeritis. When people eat food, then drop asleep. Niggeritis. When me tell the Prime Minister now that we tired of androitis, because that's when politicians
Yeah, man.
Tired of Andrewitis or Andrewitis. It was tired. So people
Arthritis. Yeah.
Androitis. So the people are Southern Trelawney tired of it too.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
We don't have a play field. We don't have a play field right now in South Trelawney, you know, that is up to date. We don't have a play field. I must tell you about when I was a councillor. I must tell you about I started Division 1 football team, the South Trelawney football team. First time in the history of South Trelawney that we form a football team. So we select persons from all 4 divisions as a councillor. We have a bus, we go down to Falmouth and we were doing well. And you know that the MP undermined that football team. And we have persons like if them are labor rights and they were selected on the team, then tell them so they have to stop. One of my keeper, the best keeper that we have in South Trelawney at the time, he was the PE teacher in Troy. And they threatened him that he was going to lose in work. And the man just stopped come and training. And him, yeah, so that is the type of politics that lady. I have so much plans for South Trelawney, Andre. Anytime we see the back of Marisa Dalrymple, you're gonna see South Trelawney. You're gonna change South Trelawney completely. You're gonna see signs. You're gonna see bus stops. We're gonna fight to get a bus system, school bus system in South Trelawney. Dalrymple is holding back, using politics to hold back South Trelawney.
Wow.
Just after burial. The speaker, Dayton Campbell, visited South Trelawney. And I take him to the RADA office. The RADA office is close by my office. And I take him to the RADA office. We just walk, so we say we're going to walk and visit some of the farms. So we pass in the RADA office, you know. Remember, he's a spokesperson for agriculture. And we walk inside into the office and we introduce him to the workers, the RADA workers there. And you know that the RADA, and we take a few pictures. And the amount of pressure that those workers go through. Yes, they were threatened to be transferred because they were, so they might help Patmore if win because see they are them on the PNP, they say them are PNP, and they just have to turn up on them sudden. So they don't know what they could have done. So I never know that I never know the RADA was JLP. I never know that RADA was JLP and supposed to be JLP. We don't have to go there. Because I never said we need them. Because we never expect them because they haven't been doing anything for a long time. We know if as long as he's a PNP supporter, because if a Liza for give away 100 Liza, a list with the 100 names come from an MP.
Yes.
To the RADA officer and say give one bag. So you hear say RADA give out something, but RADA is only facilitating the distribution. The list, the 100 bag of Liza come at a certain spot, and a list of name come with it. So we check, so we never know. We were so out of order. Wow. The man them almost losing job at the lower RADA office. We never know. And that's why I'm saying to my party leader, my next prime minister, if you don't give me anything at all to do in ministry, I want to be part of the RADA team because I want to help to show people we want to get back RADA to its core function.
So you have any history of farming?
Yes, sir, yes. As long as we are from Trelawney, you know, so for farming, we haven't go high school. So we have agriculture. I do agriculture science at Homewood. And yes, but agriculture is what we do in South Trelawney.
So
wasn't making any money. With the yam farming. But just recently I lost because of the same politics again, you know, Andre. That I must share with you. I lost something close to $3 million with a goat farm, trying a goat farm. Start off very good. So we rather officer would come and visit and all of those things. You see, when the MP find out say Patmore have one of the biggest goat farm in a South Chilani,
what happened?
all the rather officer just stop come visit me. You know. At one time, then send in come they have a program where they insert the egg, the sperm inside the goat. I lost 5 goats, and the rather officer not even come ask me. They come and then put in the egg and leave me like that. And because them say you know to check Patmore, you can't be associated with Patmore. How you dare associate with Patmore? I lost 5 head of goat, my big goat, and the rather officer never even asked me. Never come back and ask me anything about me goat them. They inject them, they never come back and check if they need hole, if they the kid born, anything at all.
Political sabotaging back down there.
Yeah, man. I lost some $3 million because you know say the pen alone costs you $1 million, and then you go try and you buy goat, you buy your buck, you buy everything. And one I think that was helping me was the assistance from RADA, because they were coming in now with the technical advice, but they were harder to stop. So there was this program that the government also have. So where they have a ram, so they'd buy a ram and they would leave it with one of the farmer in the community. The only person that the RADA officer could trust with it, and know saying I got turn curry goat, was Paul Patmore, because me already have a farm, saying just leave it. Because we have big goat now, we don't really need the ram, but we just leave it there. So if somebody want a buck, then I just come and I would lend it to them. The RADA, they not even ask me about it. I may just give it to somebody in our community. It was the other day. It was after Dayton Campbell visited, and they call in an audit on him because they hear say now we have chicken and goat because we start to buy, persons start to sponsor Patmore, and we were giving people chicken. They were complaining that the RADA man was helping Patmore because Patmore could not give out so much chicken. But we were buying chicken. We get sponsorship for some chickens. Can we go out? I'm not one of those persons who afraid to beg. Can I beg? Me beg in style. Me beg for fun. Me enjoy begging. And me always give people like to give me also. Yeah, man, and then call him up and put him in a lot of pressure. I know him tell me because he might for me, but the next one when I colleague pitch me and tell me say that he got through. Just because him go take fast. When you see Patmore and Dayton Campbell come, him should have locked the office door. Yeah, man, but me lose a big goat farm. I have one of the, so from that, one of the byproduct of that farm that I had, because it was rabbit and goat. We were collecting the urine. We were collecting the urine to create an organic fertilizer. It was a game changer in agriculture. We introduced it to RADA. The RADA officer excited about it. I remember carrying it to Demby, and it was a big seller. But when I realized the politics, we kind of ease it back off of the market a little.
No, but enough sabotage you get me, Sapi.
Yeah, man. No, man, it's just the strength of Paul Patmore make I'm still here as one of the top funeral women in South Chilani. You know, I'm the government contractor for South Chilani. I'm one of the top funeral women in South Chilani right now. It's a whole lot of fight. Yeah, man. But I don't believe, I know it's a test, but I don't believe that Satan will be around forever.
Oh, you
because
don't believe that Satan will be around forever?
No, man, it can't happen. God is preparing me for a higher calling. So me accept it. And me accept her being around. And we can do with her for the next 6 months. Because I think that God is preparing me for a higher calling. I don't know what it is.
But
I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, man. I don't know what it is. But that goat project, we're gonna bring it in back to South Sudan. Yeah, but not. It won't be a business for Paul Patmore. We're gonna introduce goat. So that same goat, the goat business that they laugh after Damien Crawford with, I'm gonna bring it into South Sudan. So I'm saying to the laborites in South Sudan, set to laugh, because Paul Patmore will be starting a goat project right across South Sudan, where our young people, young either male or female, will be given a yo goat and say, and we're gonna have a few rams also. So we're gonna move the ram right around, maybe just around 4 rams, and we're gonna start off with maybe 100 yo goats right across South Sudan, and we're gonna breed some breeding.
One ram services how many are the she goats then?
No man, like one ram can serve it. When a man have a farm, you can let go one good ram in, with even 50 she goats.
Really?
Yeah man, 50. You just want one ram and run up and down with them. Him one will do the job. Yeah man, him one will do the job, man.
And you guys know goat meat, if you get
expensive.
$1,500, $2,000 a pound. So
yes,
anybody who the people at Trelawney should make use of the project.
Yeah man, so we're gonna come. So we're gonna I wanna do it a little different from what Damien have in mind. Whenever you have all the yo goats, if every time you have a yo kid, you're gonna give it back to the project. Every time a yo born. So the ram is yours, but all the yo, you give it back to us. So you take the ram and you give, yes. And so we move on. So we're gonna start off with 100, and we hope within around a year or a year and a half, we should have 200 as part of the project and scatter it out. Yeah, man. So that's one of the project, and we're gonna we're gonna introduce the organic fertilizer. We want that organic fertilizer, because we're gonna invest in health. So we're gonna start with food. So we're gonna push. Yeah, man. Remember, you're a little young, Andre, but when we were growing up, when we use the chimney, like we used to urinate in the chimney, and my grandmother would throw it at that banana root in the morning. That's some of the fattest banana root you ever see. At the banana root to show the pee at morning time. Yeah, man. So you peep in the chimney and you then throw at the banana root. There's no stronger, better fertilizer than what we call number 2 and piss. No better than that. The best fertilizer you can ever have. But our organic fertilizer now, not the organic fertilizer, the persons with the fertilizer company, they spend millions and billions of dollars trying to tell you that what your grandmother used to do was not healthy. So when they throw the piece at the root of the flowers, at the root of the banana tree, them try to tell us, because if you ever find out, say it's going to make the plants them grow faster, you're going to stop by fertilizer. So that's why they are spending so much money to tell you that what you have no good.
Yeah.
You must use the organic, the one where they might use, they're going to kill you off. That's the one where they want you to use. I test some of the rabbit urine on some lettuce.
Yes.
We test it on lettuce. We test it on a ganja tree. I get a ganja tree and we test the rabbit urine on it. Andre, I can tell you, it's almost like you want to turn a monster. Yeah, man. There's no stronger. If you go on the internet and just type in rabbit urine, down in Africa, you will see the wonders. All of them, we worry over fertilizer. We need to start think organic. Because we are spending too much money. We make our money because it grow faster. But we have to spend it back on fertilizer. And after fertilizer,
Yes.
we have to step back on the health. With the rabbit urine, Andre, rabbit urine is one of the things that you can, when you spray it on the like the lettuce, spray it on the lettuce, to keep away bugs. So you would not have to use none of these spray that will poison you. Just spray the rabbit urine over it.
I think we have to go carry you back to come and talk about best or good agricultural organic practices.
Yeah, man. So those are some of the things that we are pushing.
Is the nitrate in the urine, man? The nitrate in the urine is very strong.
Yeah, man.
And it really does powerful work.
Yeah, man.
For the
so before you go, I don't want you have to run before I tell you about the plans that I have for that water project that I have down by Lorva. In my first term, I want to set up some big drums down there. I talk about some 30,000 gallon drum right in the square there. And then we're going to pump the water over to Olive River and over into Lime Tree.
Yes.
And then we'll gravity feed it back down into communities like Mendistown, Lime Tree, Litchfield City. So that's my first my first year. For my community, Olive River that I live, I have a road we call gravel road. We born consider that road, just have gravel. I want to use my first salary, and that I think vote for me too. So I tell them, I'm going to use my first salary to fix that piece of road. My first 2 salaries. I kind of have an idea, the salary. I say I don't want it. I'm going to dedicate that to my grandmother. So we're going to we won't fix all of it, but we're going to fix a few chains of that road in honor of my grandmother. If they come out and vote for Papa. Because maybe I invite them to vote for where you want me. So if you show me, say you don't want no road, me tell you, say me promise you a road. So you don't vote for me, that means say you never want no road. So me I go move on to the community where vote and say they want a road. Because we don't have 5 years to fix. We can't fix all 30 roads. We need to be fixed in South Chilani right now. We're going to try and fix around maybe 10.
Phase by phase.
So it depends on how you vote. We have to just deal with it fast. And everybody feel comfortable. Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's why we put out our manifesto, community by community. Tell me if you want water. So if you vote and you're going to vote and say, no, you don't want no water. All right, we deal with the community so they want water. Because the water, so we invite everybody to tell you what you need. So if you say, no, we don't want no water, we good with what Mama D are going with. All right, no problem. We move with, we answer the call of somebody else over there, so.
Right, one of you notice no labor, right? The PMP them not cost nobody, you know. Mark Golding them not cost nobody and point no finger upon nobody, you know. We not point no finger upon nobody but the Prime Minister, you know. You know what Mark Golding do? The man does a Willy Bunks. The man does a Willy Bunks to the House of Parliament as going as a Prime Minister. The man does a Willy Bunks and have Andrew one is a curse, a cuss, a point finger, a blame. I blame people for film problem, you know, film wanna downfall. Him a blame people from meanwhile Mark Golding them not pay him no mind. Then there's a Willy Bunks and I bring in the crowd. Willy Bunks and join the crowd. Willy Bunks and bring in the crowd. Willy Bunks. Willy Bunks. Willy Bunks. Willy. Comrades. Willy Bunks. Willy Bunks. Why? Willy Bunks. Comrade. Willy Bunks. Why? Willy Bunks. Mark Golding does a bunks in the House of Parliament. And the Andrew one is just a cuss and a blame people. All Andrew one is a do a blame people while Andrew Mark Golding does a Willy Bunks. Willy Bunks in a Parliament. Willy Bunks. Willy Bunks in a Parliament. You don't know? Where's it? Signal the plane. Signal the plane. Signal the plane. Yeah, man. Mark Golding plane a land street in the House of Parliament. So Mark Andrew one is can cuss and blame Finsack, blame PJ Patterson for him one downfield, be it Porsche, blame Porsche for him one downfall, faller, downfield, yeah. Him a blame everybody for him failure. We never see this yet. But anyway, make him go and do the blame game. Mark Golding go and do the winning game. Straight to the House of Parliament. And you can't stop it. On the way I make up nice can't stop it. Who a dream about third term? On the better wake up for now. I smell Mark Golding coffee. Strong. So on the third term out on look on nonsensical head. On a starfish brain or donkey brain. Cause goat have better sense of goat have better sense than uno. And more some donkey brain than have. Or some saltfish brain. Uno wake up, man, about third term. Uno all for the generation now go see a Labour right party in this country have third win election 3 consecutive time. That will never happen. Uncle PMP do them the Uncle PMPs create history 4 consecutive time. Not 3, 4. So when you can't match up on the look of dirty bumbuckler and green arm self bunks, clean these 10 comrades. Willie Bunks Mark Golden, Willie Bunks in the House of Parliament, Willie Bunks, Willie Bunks, Willie Bunks, Willie Bunks, Willie Bunks, Willie Bunks.
A big sound a play a big tune.
Jah holy Emmanuel I, boy. Jah Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head again. So much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy where come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we no want no devil philosophy. Not until color for man's skin is abnormal, significant, well, to the color of his eye. Remember all the war done in 1935.
This is Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan. Good, healthy food with the X Factor. So give it a like, share, subscribe, and touch up that notification bell. And that is it. Look at